This idea that a hard fork was not feasible, I think is quite interesting because it's true. BTC hasn't had a hard fork since, and it didn't at the time. And then BCH has, but it took two more splits with BSV and XCC before we finally started getting it right and were able to have hard forks also with consensus, which we have the last 5 years, and there'll be another one in May.
You have to admit, the smaller the community, the easier it is to fork.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Yes, it's definitely easier to get a smaller community on the same page. My counter to that is that's true, but it's not the only factor. For instance, you can see it's much easier to do a fork when the price is going up because everyone's happy. When the price is going down, then that's when people get fighting and arguing, right? So like Ethereum, they do a hard fork, and that's also a different case because you can argue like Vitalik basically sways it. And interestingly, there was that one guy who came out, and I can't remember his name, but he published a blog where it was basically like behind the scenes, Vitalik kind of calls the shots. But anyway, the point is that culture, history, price sentiment, community alignment, those things play into it as well. So I'm not totally convinced that BCH at the size that BTC would not be able to do a hard fork upgrades, but it's possible. We'll just have to wait and see. The BCH community can only prove that if we can maintain this streak and grow the community. So that's two huge challenges, but it will be interesting to find out.